Yada yada yada. Bound. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Chapter 6, Echoes of Time. That's right, what business do you have here today? You see Captain Wolfgang, he is currently. You hear about the girl Prish and the warrant for her arrest. She presented herself at the palace of her own free will, not so long ago. Naturally, she was taken into custody, but her demands for an audience with a higher authority are becoming increasingly vocal. I wonder if Captain Wolfgang will return from his duties any time in the near future. That's right. I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but could you walk with me for a moment? Why would Prish surrender herself so easily? I have no idea what she could be thinking. Think at the mercy of Altana that Prish has escaped any punishment while the Junian government is occupied with other matters. We could only use this opportunity to rescue her somehow. That's right, Lady Almia. Glad to have found you. You have heard of young Lady Prish's predicament? We need to gather everyone together to reunite. To unite our actions and plan our next move. The rest of our friends are waiting in the tavern in Upper Juno. A tavern in Upper Juno? Aldo has used his influence to secure the establishment for our exclusive use, if only for a short while. I'll wait for you on the premises. Until then. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Marble Bridge in Upper Juno. Bam, 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 bam. Actually, don't know if we've been in there before. The name does not sound familiar. I have no idea who that is. Bum. Dude. Chill. Where is it? Oh, it's over here in the front. Alright. Bum. Excuse me. Water went down the wrong pipe. Bum. Mojoro no Jero. Tar used to sound funny and they have weird names too. It's hilarious. That's right, it's good to see you. We finally grasped the entire tapestry that our separate tales have woven. Never believed that something like this was possible. I suggest you prepare yourself before Lady Almia arrives. Why is everyone so quiet? Something wrong? Lady Almia, we've been waiting for you. Will you still your heart and listen to our story we have to tell? Of course, we have tried to refute this conclusion and can find some other explanation. However, we now know that the boy Celtis has come to thwart the plans of the Ancient Ones and steal the light of the crystals. We also know that the divinity of darkness that rules over the kindred was not Promathe after all. But the Moblins heard from the divinity of darkness that the Keeper of the Apocalypse has already arisen. And surely you have seen the magicite embedded in Precious' chest. According to your explanation, that stone contained the emptiness of the Twilight God Promathia. Lady Almia, this must come as a shock for one so close to Lady Prish. I must inform you of the facts that I've learned from the terrestrial avatars Carbuncle and Fenrir. After 10,000 years, the Keeper of the Apocalypse was fated to be born in the nation of Temnesia. Surely you're not saying that this Keeper you speak of is Prish. It's impossible, I refuse to believe it. We have been in friends since the time before Temnesia's destruction. I can honestly say that I've never met any person more pure of heart. She has more faith and more courage. How could she be the Keeper of the Apocalypse and still urge Diablos to save the world? It's true that I do not know of anyone who possesses the zest for life that Prish has. If we had but the time and knowledge, we would rescue Lady Prish from this destiny. However, we have no time remaining. Duty lies before us. Lord Bahamut and his minions must be stopped. And if Cardinal Maldorian is still alive as we believe, she will be planning to use Prish to awaken the Twilight God. With Prish and her magicite in the Cardinal's possession, the world is one step away from oblivion. When Promathia awakens, there will be no stopping the Moblins. Stop it, all of you. You truly intend to do this with Prish if it means the plans of the Worm King Bahamut will be prevented? That is something I cannot do. Lady Almia. Let her be. The first thing we have to do is rescue Prish from the Grand Duke Palace. I'll start working on a plan. I'll call upon some old acquaintances. They may be able to help us. It's quite the crew we have now. I wish no more lives to be lost. I'll do what I can. That's right. Do you agree with our decision? No. Do not let our actions concern you. You're free to follow your own path from here. I only ask that you look after Lady Almia. She did not take this news well. There's little you can say to comfort her, but at least see her safety to Temnesia. If you ask the aid of Lady Esha, I'm sure your return will be a swift one. Till we meet again. Always running, dude. Always running. Alright. So now we're gonna go back to Rudley Gardens. Should I warp there? Might as well. I think it's closer. Ba, 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 ba. That's right. I must apologize for my childish behavior. I never should have run off in such a flustered state. I do not understand what everyone is saying. I understand that the Worm King Bahamut plans to obliterate all the peoples in Venedia. Even with the might of the Juno Armada, many more innocent lives will be lost in this conflict if something is not done. Do understand that everyone truly wishes to rescue Prish from her destiny. However, it is as Lord Diablos has said, we cannot save both the world and all of her people. Lord Diablos, I wonder if he called Prish into his dream world because he knew the truth of her identity, that she's the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Was Cardinal Maldorian also aware of this truth? Is that why she gave Prish that amulet? But I still... That's right, it may be too late at this point, but there's something I must tell you. When Prish had collapsed and her amulet was stolen... It's only for a second, but I'm pretty damn sure. presence I felt when the amulet was stolen, it was definitely Miss Mildorian. You're saying that the Cardinal Mildorian took the amulet from you? Why would she act in such a manner? Did not the Cardinal give the amulet to you as a gift? Yeah, she did. Miss Mildorian was always watching over me through the amulet. She was always making sure I wasn't thinking of doing something stupid or getting myself into trouble. But she needed to take the amulet back. An old friend said she'd waited a long time had finally returned. She apologized to me in her thoughts. She said that I would be safe while I was in Juneau. But then Cardinal Mildorian would have known that we, the survivors of the Great War, were unable to leave the island. She knew, but she did not come to help us. She abandoned us to our fate. No, I don't think so. Miss Mildorian left it to me. Left what to you? What was Prish about to say, I wonder? What could Cardinal Mildorian have entrusted to us? Surely not the resurrection of the Twilight God. It might be naive for me to believe that you are on my side. However, I'm not willing to give up. I want to see of a world where both Vanadia and all of her people are saved. Will you dream of such a world alongside me? Yeah, we'll fight to the end. Thank you, that's right. We'll once again go to the Grand Duke Palace. I've not found anyone in town who has any information, but Maki Chibuki and the others have probably tracked down some rumors. There must be something we can do to save Prish. There must be someone who knows of the Cardinal. Alright, now we're gonna head towards the palace for a cutscene. I think my allergies are acting up. That's right, what are you doing here? Have you found some means to stop the Worm King Bahamut? The battle will soon begin. An airship carrying a group of adventurers was downed in an attack by the worms. We've completed preparations on the warships and nothing remains to be done. Only, I don't know if this is good news or bad news to you, but the commander of the Junin Armada, Lady Esha, is nowhere to be found. Lord Nagamolada has also disappeared without so much as an escort. Damn it, this wouldn't be your doing, would it? No. My apologies. You must forgive my wild accusations. No matter how much one despises senseless bloodshed, there are few who can stand by while their home is burned to the ground. So if it means saving Juno from the worms, I have no choice but to cooperate with this race of ancients. Captain Wolfgang, the criminals who escaped the warship 03 have been identified. It appears to be the work of the three Taru Taru. We have a witness who overheard them talking about heading to a place they refer to as the Fated Land. They took a warship? Is it possible that they know where our missing officials have disappeared to? Where is this Fated Land they spoke of? Split up and find some answers. To the Fated Land. Can't believe the fucking Taru stole an airship. Sneaky little buggers. Alright, it says optional to talk to this guy. When the Armada warships is missing, with all the Titan security, how can anyone have pulled off a feat as grand as stealing an airship? That can't be it. Really? That was it? Come on. Alright. We're gonna go back to the Mizura coast. Check the dilapidated gate to spawn 3 detector type NMs. Alright. Can't remember. I always think there's a crystal there, but I don't think there is. Oh, there is. Oh, but that's the one like way up there. You know what? We'll go there anyways. Fuck it. This might be too far away though. So I want to be in I-11. Just way the hell down there. You know what? Maybe I will just go from Tevnesia. Whoops. Doom. Alright, well, we run there. I'm actually gonna eat something, so. Yeah, it's not that far from here. Alright. Oh shit, I forgot I was gonna spawn something. Ah shit, dude. Well, they're not doing that much damage. That's something I'm gonna be able to kill all of them myself. Whoops. Fuck. Yeah, I forgot these things were gonna spawn. That's my bad. God damn it. Oh well, just kill me. Do it again. I read that too when I saw it spawn. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to summon. Do do bam boom. Alright. Let me just sum them down before I forget again. Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba da bum ba bum ba bum. I like how they're still out here. It's actually kind of funny. It's very weird. Doom, doom. Much better. Do. That's right. You did well to find this place. I assume you were led here by the memories of the Mother Crystal. Even if the crystalline is cut, as long as people exist, and as long as there is life on Venetia, memories of the Mother Crystals will endure. There's nothing anyone can do to change that. We're all born from the light of the crystal, and we return to that luminescence when we die. People are also born from the darkness, and return to the darkness. The opposites of light and dark, both are held within you. You are born from the light that illuminates you, that illuminates all, and then slowly devoured by the emptiness that desires only oblivion. This is a cycle begun by the goddess of the dawn, the cycle created for the sake of the twilight god, Promathia. That's right. How can you speak to my soul? Celtius, what have you done to That's Right? Now is not the time to answer such questions, is it? After the passing of 10,000 years, it is time for us to discover why our paths have crossed again. Celtius, the path you left with the terrestrial avatars has been honored by the children of Anadia. The coming of the Keeper of the Apocalypse has been prevented. However, Bahamut does not hold the pact to be complete. It is true that unless the Keeper of the Apocalypse is freed from the cycle of the Mother Crystal, the pact cannot be considered fulfilled. You need not use common speech. The amulet, the Testament of Affinity, connects my soul to yours. Let us finally walk the same path that has brought us over here over the span of 10,000 years, for Venedia and for the future. That can't be good. He has eluded me yet again. Was that your plan, Esha? To use the Testament of Affinity to link your souls? You meant to have your soul taken over just as Prish did. No, your plan was to make it appear as if your soul has been possessed. A way to protect yourself, perhaps? An excuse for letting Celtius escape. No attempts at denial. Just what I expect from a Zilhart. But I've learned the truth of the Mother Crystal. You were born a Kulu, as was I. The Chamber of Eventide created by Dawn Maiden Evenol to heal the Kulu people, to restore the Whispers to their souls. I should have realized when Bahamut mentioned that name. Am I correct in assuming that the Zilhart interfered in the investigation of Altau to hide the fact of its completion? Why was my Kulu talent in negotiation so very valuable to you? The celestial city of Altau was destroyed along with the Chamber of Eventide 10,000 years ago. No matter how much I explain, he will not believe me, but the Zilharts still hold to this truth. When Altau was enfolded in the energy of the crystal, the power of the terrestrial avatars was absorbed by the city. That event caused an anomaly in space and time, bringing them from the ancient past to the present day, or so the theory goes. As a Kulu, I do not presume to speak for the beliefs of the Zilharts, but I have received some fascinating insights from Diablos. He claims that the celestial capital exists even now, beyond the fifth crystal. And that Zilhart people living in the city are alive and well. It cannot be. This information must be verified. I will travel beyond the distortion in space and time and see this place for myself. And then I will use the Chamber of Eventide to gain immortality, as you have. The Whisperer of the Soul will be mine again. Amolada, your longing to become one of the Zilhart led to your betrayal of the Kulu. But you must not go to the capital. Celtius has warned me. Altau is no longer the homeland that we once knew. It has become a tainted place, a forbidden place. Forbidden. Use this to see into the soul of Celtius. He will explain everything to you. So I can let that traitor take control of my mind? For the moment, I will be satisfied with watching you die. We'll just say that you were killed by Celtius, shall we? Wait, if you spare me, I will give you anything you want. You'll give me anything. Ha, you were certainly born of Kulu stock. Show me how far you've fallen. I am not the one who has fallen. And sold to the young Taru lady. Home delivery guaranteed. I truly appreciate your help. A most reliable trio indeed. So they were pretending to be part of that dude's side. Okay. Tanaga Molada will be able to stay in Juneau after this. You have shown commendable judgment in this matter. Toward nothing. However, Celtius is gone. The celestial capital that Celtius showed me, could it be? That can't be good. I think I understand. The battle with the worms is about to begin. A meaningless war will soon be set in motion. There's no other choice but to fight. Great Goddess Sultana, bless us with this victory we need. Alright. So now... back to Reload Guardians. Let's do it the fast way. Bum 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 bum. See, like back in the day, what I would do as a black mage, is you had warp, so I'd warp myself here. Then you have to go to the port, take the airship to Juno, and then continue the story. Yeah, I can just fast travel. Boom, boom. The adventurers are quick to hear the news. The Airship has returned to us. The Union Armada has been authorized to begin an assault on the worms. We're conducting final flight inspections on all vessels. Please keep out of the way and allow the engineers to do their job. They're like, you don't see us. We can't see shit. What a racket. Those Taru were punished for their crimes of stealing the warship and flying out of Juno. They claim they were just following orders, but Lord Nagamada is also awaiting disciplinary action to be decided by the Armathrin Society. No matter your position, if you break the law... Isn't that lady a friend of yours? It was fucking Prish, wasn't it? Oh no, it's Amia. Oh, you three. Whatever is the matter? Come now, no more tears. Surely things are not that bad. We're done for. Our necks are on the chopping block. We've got to get out of there. Whatever for? There are rumors all over town about the brave Taru who saved an important official. Is there some other terrible failure that you were regretting? No, we've done everything right. We used the right blend of deceit and betrayal, honey and vinegar. We bribed the townsfolk and avoided the authorities. We've groomed ourselves into the perfect candidates to become bureaucrats of the future. It was Prish. They have to run off because I showed up. Prish. What the hell is wrong with you? If you keep this up, I'm going to start rethinking my plan to put you in charge of Tamnesia. Get yourselves together, or I'm going to kick you into the next Waters Day. You have a responsibility to look out for all me and everyone else in the Marquisette. What? Sorry to fly off without explanation, Almia. And you, that's right. Thanks for worrying about me. There's not much time, but I'll tell you what I know. Get yourselves to the audience chamber. Prish. Okay. Do 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 do. Hello, Almia. You've been through quite the ordeal. Cardinal Midorian? What's going on? I'm sorry, Almia. We don't have time for lengthy explanations. However, there's one thing I must tell you. Now, what kind of ruined this for me? Because I was like, hey, they're not showing Midorian's like face, like in the cutscenes, like her body's been in. But I have her trust, and I summoned her just randomly, and I was like, wait, this face looks familiar. And I was like, oh shit, it's this chick. However, there's one thing I must tell you. My true name is Esha. 10,000 years ago, I was born in Altau, the city that enfolds the fifth mother crystal. Mulata and the other members of the Armathurian society that now govern Juno are also an ancient race of people, a race recently awoken from a centuries-long sleep. But I'm different from the others. Through an unusual twist of fate, I was granted immortality. I pledged to use this unending life to bring to fruition the pact made between Celtius and the terrestrial avatars. After the passing of 10,000 years, a child of destiny would be born in the fated land, the keeper of the apocalypse, the one I would have sworn to destroy. I've spent many years preparing for the coming of the Keeper. It's been an incredibly long journey. I've traveled to the far reaches of Anadia in search of the lost secrets. I found solace and encouragement in the many encounters I have had along the way. But then, when I came to a certain place, I was warned. Destroying the Keeper of the Apocalypse will merely set the darkness free to reincarnate in another body. To break this cycle, the darkness itself must be obliterated. It must be erased from the place where all life originates and where all life eventually returns, the Mother Crystal. To fully eradicate the darkness, the Keeper of the Apocalypse must be destroyed not in the form of a human, but in the form of a god. That is why I conceived a plan to use the Lay of the Immortals to resurrect Promathia. Resurrection and destruction. But that plan eventually failed. At the baptismal ceremony, It's the box. That time, I was having my strings pulled by the emptiness inside me. I lived in the Damnation Cathedral since the time of my earliest memories and believed that the gates of paradise must be opened. But as my bad luck would have it, the emptiness inside me reacted to the baptismal vessel and was sealed within this magicite. My world was tipped upside down. I was suddenly able to read people's thoughts, and just like Cardinal Midorian, I never aged another day. So this is what happened. You were the Keeper of the Apocalypse. But things are different now. You're no longer the one, are you? Are you saying that nothing has changed? What is to happen to Prish? Judging by the actions of Bahamut, the Keeper is still among us. But over the last 20 years, I watched over the lands of Anadia. I've seen no other possible incarnations. Bahamut wishes to see me smashed to bits in the form of the Twilight God. It was Diablos that let me in on my destiny as the Keeper of the Apocalypse. It's my fate to be destroyed along with this magicite, and set adrift from the cycle of the Mother Crystal. No, this is too horrible. Listen to me, Almia. We've come pretty far in this quest. I've already heard 4 of the verses needed to resurrect the Twilight God. Once we have the last verse, we can finally stand before Bahamut. Please, Prish, do you hear what you're saying? How can I let you offer your very existence to Promathia? There must be another way. Calm yourself, Almia. Prish will not be coming with us. The last verse of the Memoria de la Stone no longer exists, and there is no weapon left to battle the Twilight God. Pitting the full force of Juno against the worms is their only resource. Or recourse. There is no other way to save the children of Altana from extinction. But Miss Midorian, what about me? Lady Esha, the Junior Armada is prepared for battle. I must go, beyond the sea of endless clouds. Cardinal Midorian, Prish, Almia, it's only a matter of time until Juno becomes a war zone. We'll prepare an airship for your return to Tavnasia. Protect that which is most dear to you. Damn it, there's no way in hell this is ending this way. It's time to put it all on the line. Prish? That's right, Almia. I know you guys can do it. You're strong enough now to beat the hell out of me when I become Promathia. Listen, there's someone named Zelbina who knows the 5th verse. Her memory's a little shoddy, though. Find the 5th verse. I need you to do this, you hear me? Cannot. Prish, wait. Almia, I've heard the entire story. Luverance. This must be the guidance of Altana. The girl with the shoddy memory in Zelbina is well known to me. I also happen to possess the means to revive her past. Let us be on our way. This dude's fucking always creeping. Listen to everything. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, to Zelbina. Bam, bam, bam. We want to go. Shit. Right here. Do. Hello, can I help you? Your name wouldn't be Emmeline by any chance? My name's Almia. We were in the choir together, do you remember? I'm sorry, I don't remember much about my childhood, but I'm sure you must be mistaken. My name is Mathilde. I work here at the Weavers Guild. Yes, you're right. I must be mistaken. Please accept my apologies. You so resemble the girl that used to sing in the choir with me. You don't happen to have a younger brother, do you? Younger brother? Why, yes, I did have a younger brother, only we were separated in the war. But I believe he's still out there, somewhere. I do hope he is happy. I'm sorry to have brought up this painful subject, so I'll be on my way. I will not request for you. There's a certain song that you might know. Will you sing it for us? Song? I'm sure you have the song locked somewhere in your heart. Please, try to remember. The Donasian Cathedral, Cardinal Mildorian. A song known as the Lay of the Immortals. The 5th verse. Hey, it's the Beastman. What the fuck are those guys? So the demons in Castles of All. So the legend ends. Began Crystal. Well, that was short. Is that some kind of spell? The Mimeo mirrors, device known by any self-respecting rogue, has finally returned to me. Almia, are you able to sing the verse we just heard? But do you have a penchant for expecting the worst, dear Almia? There may not be a need for that melody at all. Why would that be? Once Lord Bahamut sees Precious Magicite, it may be enough to convince him, and we would not want to lose the Star of Amnesia. What do you mean? There is something I would like to ask Prish. Almia, let us meet with her in Juneau. That's right. Please go on ahead to Bastok. Alright. Why can't I join you guys with in Juneau? Alright, let's see. Guess we're going to Metalworks. Just gonna use the crystal out here. Why did I do Gustaberg? Bum bum bum, bow, bum bum bow. Yo, Sid, I'm back. Out of range. That's right, where you been? I heard about what happened, but I still can't believe it. Learning Priscia's really keep with the apocalypse knocked me off my chair. But finding out that Union official Esha is actually Cardinal Midorian, and that she's been alive for the past 10,000 years, that was like having an animal dropped on my head. That's right, I want to hear what happened with you two. Call in all the others. So that's what happened. To fulfill the pact that Bahamut and Celtius made over 10,000 years ago, Midorian has been attempting to revive Divine Promathia. The magicite embedded in Priscia's bosom was only a sealed, crystallized form of her inner emptiness. We sin hunters have committed a grave sin ourselves, not being able to stay calm and focused in the presence of the magicite. Not a single complaint, not a single cry for help. All that time carrying a terrible burden, alone. About Almia, she has known Prish since she was a child. She has watched her silently struggle. These new truths must be painful for her as they are for Prish. Cannot wish such a terrible fate upon even an enemy. What are we to do? Phoenix has told me that we are not to provoke Bahamut any further. However, the biggest threat to mankind is the Worm King's aerial magic. If we could defeat him, it would better our chances for victory against the Worm armies. So we are left with three choices. We can let Destiny run its course and wait for Bahamut and its minions to destroy us. We can use my airship to join the Juno Armada and fight the Worm King. Or we can recite the 5th verse of the Memoria de la Stona and call the Twilight God down onto Prish. Twilight God, he cursed mankind, made us fight. If we defeat him, the curse will be broken. But do we have the power? Prish said that's right, had the power. And we have Phoenix on our side. But I am not sure that is enough. Diablo's River of Dreams warned us that no single child of Venedia could vanquish the Keeper of the Apocalypse. And still my blade remained silent. We were about to walk down a very dangerous path. But I think it would be wise to wait until Prish returns before we take action. Tenten, Miss Sin Hunters, that's right. Hurry to Tavnasia and wait for Prish. When she arrives, contact me and I will fly to the archipelago in my airship. Tavnasia, but why would you travel there? Help from Gilgamesh should be arriving at the Safehold shortly. Just pray the parts that they'll be transporting are very sensitive. I'll see you all at the Sea Lion's Den. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. What am I doing? it going? Sea Lion's Den. It's down. Yeah, it is a town point too. I'll do it. It's this way. Master Sid, we've been waiting for your arrival. Brought all me and Luverance with me, but I'm sorry to say Prish couldn't make it. There's been a bit of a problem. Problem? What do you mean? Almia, would you be so kind to fill attention in on the details? I was in business with Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's little helpers. We couldn't find Prish. I fear that she's hiding somewhere on one of the Armada's warships. That can't be possible. Why did Lady Prish not wait for you to return? She's not planning to attack the Worm King, is she? I think Prish knows that we would follow her. Prish can read the hearts of others. She knows that we feel what we feel and what we think. She knows what I feel. But why does she continue on if she knows that her decisions will only hurt me? Why does believing hurt so? Even when two hearts are connected, there are times when pain can't be avoided. When the world is overwhelmed with sadness, the only way to escape the pain is to change the world. Perhaps you're right, Javos. Perhaps the only option left to mankind is to change Vanadia. For the past 10,000 years, Vanadia has grown and evolved to become what it is today, a world bound by the chains of an evil deity. Prish set out on her own in an attempt to change the world, our world. Hey. Are you guys ready? I finished loading up my baby up with the secret weapons, and it's time we moved out. There's no time to lose. I'm going to hitch a ride back to Bastak on Gilgamesh's boat and let the president in on what's going on. Even if you are successful in stopping Bahamut, there's not knowing what his worm army might do. The Republic has to be prepared for the worst. Sid, thank you so very much for all that you've done. You know, if we're only a few years younger, I'd be up there with you guys, but my place is back in Bastak. Gilgamesh made sure I didn't forget that. And don't you forget that what you're up there, and don't forget that you're going up there to save your nations. No, to save all of Vanadia. Your lives will be on the line, but I know you'll be all right. As long as you're right in my Sid, nothing can go wrong. Wahaha. Master Sid, I ask that you allow me to fly her. She's all yours. Now get out there, warriors of the crystal. Yes, let's be off. Bahamut and Prish are waiting for your arrival. What kind of fucking headpiece? There's a lot of people in here. Alright, click the iron gate for another cutscene. Okay, you'll then be aboard the airship. No shit. Bow, 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 bow. Do you think there's any chance to catch up with Lady Prish? According to Aldo, the Juno Armada departed the duchy after splitting into 2 units. The main unit will enter Cape Reverne directly by air and attempt to draw the worms to the floating islands. At the same time, the remaining unit will attempt to approach Bahamut from the opposite direction. I assume that Prish would be the latter. However, that unit cannot begin its operation until the main unit has successfully drawn the attention of the other worms. Engineer said the same thing. This means we still have time. Look what I found below deck. Get your hands off me, you pointy-eared brute. Let us go, or you'll be doomed. Yeah, we're your secret weapon. Secret weapon? You wouldn't happen to be the same secret weapon that Sid received from Gilgamesh, would you? We're giving up the fame and glory for being high-class junior officers. It's had to become high-class pirates, the highest of the high, the classiest of the class. Yes, sirree. We will be making contact with the Armada shortly. Maybe to our advantage to have someone on board who can communicate with them. What the? Oh. You can see them, the Juno Armada. Warning shots? That scary Elvin went to the communications room. Shouldn't we be going to the communications room? I said we go to the communications room. Secret weapon my ass. We should go as well, that's right. We must try to convince them that we are here to help. Well, that's not an airship. Why am I down here? Oh, there we go. I didn't get a cutscene though. So you're supposed to click on like a door for the airship. Who am I calling? Yeah, so click on the door of the airship and get a third cutscene to begin the first fight, but we did not get that. So I don't know what the hell happened. What if I click on it now? This one? That's right, the attacks seem to have subsided. Something is going on over there. Something is wrong. We discovered where Prish was hiding. The Lawrence is moving the ship into position so we can board their vessel. Let us hurry below decks. Ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-bum. Alright, here we go. Prish, if you can hear me, give me a sign. We've come to help. Who's this asshole? Mean you no harm. We were simply trying to find our companion. You're wasting your breath, samurai man. Yeah, they can't hear you. They're just puppets made by those crazy scientists in Juneau. Puppets? It's a mammoth. These guys do have different jobs based on their weapon. I was wondering if they're all the same. He's getting his fucking health back. Take care of him. And one more to go. I don't have enough shit. Great, he's getting his health back now too. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, there are 3 stages to the fight, so I guess you did do that, and I do it each time. Next warship, got it. Prish, you okay? If you can hear us, respond. And if you can't hear us, respond. Hello. This guy's weird looking. Could she be inside that thing? It's dinner. Well, that would explain why she can hear us. Omega, huh? Don't like that. Stay still on it is. Let's do that, Choo, choo, choo. Damn, dude. I didn't even realize Landry was about to die. It's nice that you get like a full recharge in health, so you can keep going right away. What's going on? If we continue like this, both sides will end up exhausted without having made any progress. Look. Well, it's time to pull our ship up alongside theirs. Hold on. Oh, shit. You dirty rat, why don't you come down here and fight like a man? Ha, the wonderful exhibition about to unfold will buy me more than enough time. My pet is still far from completion, however, when she's finished, she'll be the most powerful creation Medea has ever seen. Though those created 10,000 years ago may still be residing somewhere within the celestial capital of Altau. Prish. Huh? Hey guys, Elmia, what's everybody doing here? Took her eyes off the prize. Not another distraction. Well, at least now I can test my pet in extreme battle mode. Ultimate weapon, show our friends what you can do. Bam, bam, bam. Does this look like Ultimate too, though? Oh, let's go. Smell like a fucking bug. Damn, that wasn't enough, huh? Close enough though, but... Got him. Oh, it wasn't enough, just was delayed. And down he goes. guess I cannot expect too much from a prototype. What do you think you're trying to do, Nagamata? You were relieved from your position within the Therian society, banished from Juno. How dare you step over the boundaries of the amnesty you were granted and bring the creation aboard an armada vessel? Did you think that by performing the service, we would take you back? Or is this the cause of turmoil, simply a desperate attempt to interfere with our plan, an attempt born from hate and despisal? Perhaps you came to ask Bahamut the way to Altao. Nagmalada, I understand why you seek the path of celestial capital. We have lost the whisper of the soul, are forced to live alone, trapped within our own wretched solitude. However, that is our path to freedom. We are children born from one. Now our children are our children's children step out into the very ever-expanding world. This is much like the mother crystal split into 5 pieces long, long ago. We were simply ready to leave the nest before it was the Zilhart. Then why did you choose to abandon their people and hide away in the Chamber of Eventide? Why did you join the Zilhart in blocking the path to Altao? That is... by entering the chamber, you succeeded in washing away the darkness of your soul. That is why I seek the capital, so I can remove the darkness from my soul, so I can be free. If you want to go to the Altao so bad, then why don't you just go to Movopolis? Prish. Boy Celtius has already asked the Moblins to open the gate to the capital. If you follow him, he'll lead you right to the 5th crystal. I see. There has been buried or submerged. There is no place the Moblins cannot find. I was beginning to wonder when I was going to be able to see the boy once again. I have unfinished business with him. I've told you what you want to know. Now get out of here. As much as I like to, it would be improper for me not to return the favor. A favor bestowed upon the Kulu over 10,000 years ago. This is dude flying. Return the favor. Surprise attack? Oh, that's Bahamut. I see my song has reached the conqueror of the skies. I am Kulu. My strength comes from the protection of the terrestrial avatars. Without you, I am powerless. The Zilhart, those who have sworn revenge against the Vanadilla, to you I offer these traitors as a sacrifice. You're nothing but a ravening maniac, Nagamata. You're far from being one of us. Your pitiful soul drowns in darkness. And that is why I must cleanse it. I will find Altao and use the Chamber of Eventide. It's all over. It's over, easy. What are you talking about? This is where it gets interesting. Bahamut, Conqueror of the Skies, King of the Worms. I am Prish. I am the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Your pact with Zeltius left me trapped for thousands of years. His Magicite, it is nothing but another form of the emptiness. It was born from the same place I was. We are one and the same. My friends and I have come to call forth and destroy the emptiness and its maker, Promathia. We will do it right here, right now. We will fulfill the pact. Watch as we show the children of the Dawn's true power. So this is what you meant, Asha. There's no need for you to prove anything, young Elvin, for you are not the Keeper. Not the Keeper, but Asha, Children of Latana, and Phoenix. Commend you on what you are attempting to do for the people of Vanadilla. That is why I will tell you this. The true Keeper of the Apocalypse lies in the celestial capital of Altao. Within that soul lies an immeasurable amount of darkness. For 10,000 years it has slept. Now it has awoken. And Altao? Who was it that restarted the crystal line? Remnants of the Zilhart? The children of Altana? It does not matter. For now the power within the final crystal, the crystal that holds Altao in balance, has begun to fade. It will not be long before the celestial capital has fallen to Vanadia. When this occurs, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will arise and envelope all life. And finally, the Twilight God Promathiel will use his almighty power to begin his eternal reign. That is why I have come, to stop the seeds of man from being wiped from Vanadia. There is nothing for the Keeper to envelope. The Promathiel will not have the strength to enter our realm. Nothing to envelope. And so that is why you plan to attack. Damn, and you call yourself a guardian of Vanadia? Why didn't you just tell us you were going to do from a long time ago? If you wouldn't have been honest with us, we could have been in Altao whipping that Keeper's butt last week. She's right, Lord Bahamut. Such intolerant behavior does not befit a conqueror of the skies. Why do you not believe in the power of the Children of the Dawn? Why must I believe in something that does not exist? You cannot defeat the Twilight God. You will not even be allowed to approach him. Celtius proved that to us 10,000 years ago, destruction is your destiny. You cannot escape what has already been decided. There's still a way. Bahamut, we need to not fight Promathia. We can stop the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Celtius told us this. That is why he has returned. He is here to stop Altao from falling back to this dimension. Possible. Celtius does not have the power to. I'm sick of all this talk. Doesn't anybody here think we can handle the situation? That's right, you tell him. You know we can kick his bloody butt all the way into next Water's Day. You bet. You. Damn you, Celtius. Will not let you harm Vanadia and her children like you did once before. Well, I have a bad feeling about this. That's right, get out of the way. Well, something about us that he doesn't like. That's right, everyone abandon ship. I can't see like the phoenix feathers. It's cool. Phoenix. We returned to the Mother Crystal along with so many other lives. I understand. Your sacrifice has brought us a sliver of time. Let me release you for your journey to the Mother Crystal. Open the path in preparation for him. Alright, and then randomly we're like fucking here. Oh. Chapter 7, Light of the Crystal. Now, Chapter 6 is kind of short. Yeah, I'll let you rob them like they robbed me. Search your possessions? Exactly, bro. Let's see now. Revenge. You find a ducal garderine. Qua. Qua. Are we alive? Are we breathing? Ugh, you. That's right, the one who angered Bahamut. Run, flee. Exit stage left. Alright. Now, what does this rain? Key item. Is it not a key item? It's not. Gold ring adorned with the lunar feldspar. The words Ducal Recall are engraved on the underside of the band. Sure. Apparently we can get one of those fluxes of trust. Wow. Let's do that real quick then. I gotta go back to Juno. Let's just warp to Bestock.